Many beginners think that starting with a bigger, more powerful bike is better. However, it's often safer and more manageable to start with a smaller, less powerful bike to build skills and confidence. This myth is often fueled by the allure of high-speed performance and the perception that larger bikes are more impressive. However, there are several reasons why this belief can be dangerous and counterproductive for new riders. First of all, larger bikes are typically heavier and more challenging to handle, especially at low speeds. For a beginner, this can make it difficult to maneuver the bike, increasing the risk of accidents. Smaller bikes are lighter and more agile, making them easier to control and a better choice for learning the basics of riding. Also, bigger bikes come with more powerful engines, which can be overwhelming for new riders. The increased power and speed can lead to overconfidence and potentially dangerous situations. Starting with a smaller bike allows beginners to gradually build their skills and confidence without the added pressure of managing a high-powered machine. Next, we need to remember that riding a motorcycle involves mastering various skills, such as balance, throttle control, braking, and cornering. A smaller bike provides a more forgiving platform for beginners to practice and hone these skills. Jumping straight to a larger bike can steepen the learning curve and make the learning process more stressful, less enjoyable, and way more dangerous. And larger bikes are generally more expensive to purchase, insure, and maintain. For beginners, starting with a smaller, more affordable bike can be a more practical and economical choice. It also allows them to invest in quality riding gear and training, which are crucial for safety. Successfully mastering a smaller bike can boost a beginner's confidence and provide a solid foundation for progressing to larger bikes in the future. It's important to build skills and confidence gradually, rather than rushing into a bigger bike that may be intimidating and difficult to handle. While bigger bikes may seem appealing, starting with a smaller, less powerful motorcycle is often a safer and more practical choice for beginners. It allows new riders to develop their skills, build confidence, and enjoy the learning process without unnecessary risks. The next myth on the list is maybe one of the most dangerous that beginners believe. Many beginner riders believe that protective gear is only necessary for long rides or high-speed trips. This myth can be incredibly dangerous, as accidents can happen at any time, regardless of the distance or speed. Whether you're riding around the block or embarking on a long journey, the risk of an accident is always present. Protective gear such as helmets, gloves, jackets, pants, and boots can significantly reduce the severity of injuries in the event of a crash. Even at low speeds, accidents can result in serious injuries. For example, a fall at 20 miles per hour can cause significant road rash, fractures, or head injuries if you're not wearing the proper gear. Protective gear can help prevent or minimize these injuries. Wearing bright or reflective gear can also increase your visibility to other road users, reducing the risk of collisions in the first place. This is especially important during short rides in urban areas where traffic is dense and unpredictable. Protective gear also shields you from the elements. Even on short rides, you can encounter rain, wind, or debris on the road. Gear designed for motorcycling can keep you comfortable and focused on riding, rather than being distracted by adverse weather conditions. In many places, wearing certain protective gear, such as helmets, is a legal requirement. Failing to wear the necessary gear can result in fines or other penalties, even if you're just going for a short ride. As a rider, you have a responsibility to set a good example for others, especially if you're riding with friends or family members. Wearing protective gear consistently, regardless of the ride's length, reinforces the importance of safety to those around you. Protective gear is essential for every single ride, no matter how short. It provides crucial protection against injuries, enhances visibility, and ensures comfort in various weather conditions. Prioritizing safety by wearing the right gear can make all the difference in preventing serious injuries and enjoying a safe riding experience. Now that we've debunked the myth about protective gear, let's move on to another common misconception that can be just as dangerous. There's a widespread belief among beginner riders that using the front brake is risky and can cause the bike to flip. However, this myth couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, the front brake provides most of the stopping power and is essential for safe braking. The front brake is responsible for about 70 to 90% of a motorcycle's stopping power. This is because during braking, the weight of the bike and rider shifts forward, increasing the traction on the front tire. Ignoring the front brake means you're not utilizing the most effective braking tool at your disposal. Proper use of the front brake allows for more controlled and efficient braking. By gradually applying the front brake, you can slow down smoothly and avoid skidding. It's important to practice using the front brake to develop a feel for how much pressure to apply in different situations. In emergency situations, the ability to stop quickly can be the difference between life and death. The front brake's superior stopping power is crucial for performing emergency stops. Riders should practice emergency braking techniques to ensure they can react effectively when needed. The fear of flipping over the handlebars is largely unfounded if the front brake is used correctly. Flipping is typically a result of sudden, excessive braking combined with poor body positioning. By applying the front brake smoothly and maintaining a proper riding posture, the risk of flipping is minimal. Effective braking involves using both the front and rear brakes in tandem. While the front brake provides the majority of stopping power, the rear brake helps stabilize the bike and prevent it from fishtailing. Learning to balance the use of both brakes is key to safe and effective braking. Many riding schools and safety courses emphasize the importance of using the front brake. These courses provide valuable hands-on training and practice, helping riders build confidence in their braking skills. Investing time in proper training can dispel myths and improve overall riding safety. The front brake is a vital component of a motorcycle's braking system. Understanding and mastering its use is essential for safe and effective riding. By practicing controlled braking and emergency stops, riders can build confidence and ensure they are prepared for any situation on the road. Now that we've clarified the importance of using the front brake, let's address another common misconception that can impact your riding safely. While it might seem logical to ride in the center of the lane, this practice can actually be less safe due to various factors. Here's why riding in the left or right tracks is often a better choice for beginner motorcyclists. The center of the lane is where oil, dirt, and debris tend to accumulate from cars. Riding in this area increases the risk of slipping or losing traction, especially in wet conditions. The left and right tire tracks are usually cleaner and provide better traction. Positioning yourself in the left or right tire tracks can improve your visibility to other drivers. It allows you to be seen in their mirrors and reduces the chances of being in their blind spots. This is particularly important when riding near larger vehicles like trucks and buses. Riding in that left or right position gives you more options for escape routes in case of an emergency. If a car suddenly stops or swerves, you have more space to maneuver and avoid a collision. The center of the lane can limit your options and make it harder to react quickly. When approaching a curve or turn, positioning yourself in the left or right tire tracks can provide a better line of sight and allow for smoother cornering. This is something a ton of beginners have no clue about. It helps you see further around the bend and anticipate any obstacles or hazards. When passing other vehicles or being passed, riding in that left or right tire track can create a safer distance between you and the other vehicle. It reduces the risk of being sideswiped or clipped by a passing car. The condition of the road surface can vary across the lane. The left and right tire tracks are often more worn and provide better grip compared to the center, which can be more slippery due to oil and debris buildup. While riding in the center of the lane might seem like a good idea, it's often safer to position yourself in the left or right position. This practice can improve traction, visibility, and maneuverability, making your ride safer and more enjoyable.